Hello once again, everyone. Original Blood Ice back today. And originally, I was just thinking of doing separate videos for these stories, but I'm lacking time, to be brutally honest. So I feel it's just going to be an OBA news video where we go over a few stories. So let's get started with Playtonic. You know them; they're the ones doing the spiritual successor to Banjo-Kazooie Project Ukulele. Um, they say that we know what Rare is working on, and they may even collaborate in the future. Now, first of all, let me just say no. No, please don't do that. Please don't do that. Now, granted, if you were to make a game, say, on the Wii U and with them, and it obviously wouldn't have Kinect, but we've seen that the developers, the new developers at Rareware, what they are capable of, and it's nothing that amazing. So, yeah, I don't even really want to go into more of that, because that will just spark a whole rant. So let's move on to the different story here. Which this, I'm surprised, doesn't spark another rant with me. Some Splatoon news confirmed that that Splatoon won't feature any voice chat at all. That's just disappointing. We knew it didn't have it with randoms, and we were hoping that we would have it with friends. So I'm pretty sure I'll be chatting in game chat and party chat on the PS4 with my friends while we play Splatoon online on Wii U, which is ridiculous to have to do that, but it's not the first time and it won't be the last. Once again, I've seen people say that Nintendo's behind with the times, and this is not one of those things that Nintendo's behind on the times with. It's not because they don't know how to do voice chat that they're behind, it's because they're choosing to not do voice chat. You're not behind the times if you're choosing not to do something. But it's kind of ridiculous. It really is, especially for a multiplayer tactical multiplayer shooter game where it's all about teamwork, and you don't want us to talk. And why? Because of the kids. So whatever. That's unfortunate. Let's move over to our next story here. Nintendo president, wait for it to load here. Come on. Says they want to surprise gamers with the Nintendo NX. Now, of course they're going to say this. They say that with every console, that they're doing something new and innovative and revolutionary, and it's guaranteed pretty much to be something that we haven't seen before. But anyway, here's what Iwata had to say. However, if you only expand upon existing hardware, it's dull, in some shape or form. Talking about Sony and Microsoft, they're expanding in existing hardware, just making graphics and whatnot. We're always thinking about how we want to surprise players, as well as our desire to change each person's video gaming life. So, not a whole lot of info to go off of there, but to be honest, should we be surprised? No, we shouldn't. I'll definitely be sticking around to see what the NX really is, what it all entails. But like I said before, if it doesn't just absolutely blow me away, then I'll be passing on it. Simple as that. So let's get on to our next story here. Again, more news from Iwata, the president of Nintendo here. He says Netflix Zelda TV rumors are inaccurate. His exact thing is, as of now, I have nothing new to share with you in regard to the use of our IPs for any TV shows or films, but I can at least confirm that the article in question is not based on correct information, says Iwata. So it is not correct information that there will be a Netflix Zelda TV series. So thank you. That's something I like, because like I said, I don't like Netflix. I don't want a Zelda real-life TV show. I'd be fine with an anime of The Legend of Zelda, because that would be great. That'd be groovy. But, yeah, that's good enough there. Let's get into our final, well, maybe our final story. We'll see. I'm just waiting for it to load here. No, I'm going to have to scroll down and find the story again here. Where was it? Hang on. Here we are. The Super Stable 3D was added to the new Nintendo 3DS at the very last minute thanks to Miyamoto. That's right. Once again, Miyamoto proves he has a goddamn brain. Thank you, Miyamoto. So, here's what Iwata said. I think you're probably familiar with the tales of how, in the late stages of development, Mr. Miyamoto always upends the tea table, says Iwata, so a similar thing happened this time. The hardware developers had designed a piece of hardware they felt was the final stage of prototyping, or was at the final stage of prototyping, and they were bringing it to us for approval to begin moving forward with plans for manufacturing. But Mr. Miyamoto had seen that Super Stable 3D just 1 week before, and he asked, "Why aren't we putting this in it, or putting that in this system? If we don't put this in it, there's no point in making the system." Thank you, Miyamoto! What did I say before about the new 3DS being pointless? Now, granted, I did buy one, but that's because I'm an idiot. But even Miyamoto was like, there's no point. If you're not going to improve the 3D, there's no point in doing this. Iwata says he was personally asked many times by his internal engineers, are we really going to do this? So even the engineers were against the idea of the new 3DS. Now, of course, it's not their say whether they have to, if they're going to go through with it or not. That's, the higher ups at Nintendo. But it just goes to show you once again that the higher ups at Nintendo don't really know what the fuck they're doing. When even Miyamoto, the god of video games, their best damn developer at their entire fucking company, and their internal developers themselves, or engineers, I should say, are questioning what they're doing. So, whatever. But Nintendo is a company of Kyoto craftsmen, and what we don't want to do is, if we know we can make something better, we don't want to leave that behind, he explains. So we were able to bring that super stable 3D to reality by looking technically at what we can do to solve those challenges and finding those steps along the way to make it happen. This is where my background in technology is quite helpful, because it means that the engineers can't trick me. But it seems they didn't want to trick you, they were asking you straight up to your face, are we really going to do this? Now, was there any other stories here? Nintendo President Iwata really doesn't like the term free-to-play. He calls it, it's more of free to start, because it's like, oh, you can start the game, but you can't finish it unless you pay. Which I kind of agree with, that's kind of accurate. And he kind of goes into the whole thing, like, he kind of flip-flops back and forth. He's like, we're not gonna do free to start, but I'm not ruling it out, so we might do free to start or free to play. It's something we're working on. Blah, 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 blah. I don't think there was anything else really to go over in this video, so that'll do it, I guess, for this this video of OBA News. Thanks for watching. See you next time for more videos. As always, peace out.